Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with another album share. So for today I am going to be showing you February of 2017. So this is the spread that you see when you open up to February. So I had one of my best friends come and visit me. So I made this cute little simple layout of her and me, and you can pull this tag out and there is a bunch of journaling on there about what we did when she was visiting. And apparently I didn't glue this down, so now that looks all yucky. Oh well, oh that's cute. Okay, turned out okay. Then I have my first February Project Life spread. I did a really simple card this time that just says be happy with the month February on there, and then I did a ton of journaling just about these two photos. I did journaling down here about these two photos. I take a lot of pictures of us sitting at the table, mainly Tinian, because dinner time is always playtime for him, or entertaining time. Then let's see. Oh, so you know what? I actually didn't have enough room to finish my journaling over here, so I continued it over here. This is pictures. These three pictures are from the same day. Brennan's scout leader helped him cut out the shape for his Pinewood Derby car. So that's what we did. He thought it was too loud, so I just put stickers down here that say too loud. I don't know if you can see that. I'll bring it up a little closer. So it just says too loud, and here's him holding his hands over his ears. And so yeah, I kept this down to very minimal embellishments and things. This is, let's see, February 8th. We went to Jonas's orthodontist's office. Always puts on a patient appreciation event, and it was at a place called iJump this year. So we went, we had pizza, we had cookies. It was fun. The kids jumped. It was a lot of fun. February 10th, the kids had their Valentine's Day party, which this spread goes right next to this Valentine layout with pictures of all three of my boys with their boxes that I made. And I spent like 3 hours the night before making these because the school decided to do all of their parties on Fridays before the holiday happened, and I had totally and completely forgotten. So on February 9th, I made these, which is why in parentheses it says February 9th, because I made them on February 9th, and then I took the picture on February 10th after they had come home from school and everything. So that's why I put that in parentheses. And then over here on this layout, I have this little card that I did all of my journaling on, about how I will never, ever, ever wait until the last minute to help them make their Valentine's Day boxes. And also from now on, I will keep them super simple because, like, literally, it took me 3 hours. Okay, that doesn't want to go in. Okay, so then February 11th, Mark sent me this cute picture of Tinian just hanging out on the couch playing his Kindle, and Max is laying next to him. Then here's a cute picture of Jonas, just stapled the word love on there. This is a picture of Tinian, and whoops, losing stuff here. They celebrated the 100th day of school on February 13th, and I had totally forgotten about it. The teacher texted me that morning and was like, don't forget. And I was like, oh crap. So we went into his bedroom, and this is the best we could do. These are the only glasses I could find that wouldn't hurt his eyes. And old men wear striped shirts, right? And then he wanted to wear gloves. I don't know if you can see. He's got gloves on his hands. So I just thought that was super funny. So I just did a simple card that says 100 days and then did a little bit of journaling. Let's see, February 13th, he also had a dentist appointment. So I pulled him out of school and we went to that. He did really awesome, and he let the dentist clean his teeth without crying, which he always cries and screams. And And so I let him, we went to Walmart afterwards and he got to pick out a piece of candy. And so he is like dancing his way into Walmart. So I thought that was a funny photo. So that's what that is a picture of. Then over here on February 12th, I helped Brennan clean his room. And I found this drawing that he made for our dog right after we had to put him down. We had to put our dog Sirius down in, gosh, was it 2014, I think. And it was super sad. He was only 2 years old. It's a long story, and if you've been following me for a while, you probably have heard the story a million times, so I'm not gonna go into huge details, but we had to put him down, and it was really sad. Okay, so here's the Valentine layout. Then turn the page, and over here I have this Icy Winter Love. I am going to do some journaling. You can see there's a pocket here. I haven't done it yet. I made this one for a challenge. I think it was an inspired by challenge. I can't really remember. But there was, I'm going to take it out and show you. I went to go drop Brennan off at Scouts one night, and there was this huge icicle hanging from the building. And so after Scouts, Brennan went and grabbed an icicle for him and Tinian, and then Brennan saved his right outside our house. So I'm going to do some journaling eventually and stick it in there. Okay, then I have this one called Who Knew I Love Leggings. I don't remember what I did this one for, but I think I have a video for it. I might not. I might have just done it for fun. Then I have this one, and I have a letter missing. It should be up here. My favorite photo bomber of all time. I did this one for, I think, a Spiegel Mom Scraps assignment for a scrap lift Sunday, and also for Calvin Ball. I made this one during Calvin Ball. Okay, now here's another Project Life page. This is February 14th. I talk about how every year I do the Albertsons Monopoly game. February 17th. This is kind of a funny story. So Tinian was supposed to give these M&Ms to his teacher last week for their 100th day of school trail mix. He brought them to me today, saying, look what I found. They had been buried in his backpack. He even wrote his name and class number and year on it. I just thought that was so funny. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Tinian, and then it says 7, 2017, because he is number 7, or he was number 7 in his class. Then down here, I have a bunch of filler cards, which were so fun to make. I love making filler cards. Sometimes I have a hard time with them, but other times I don't. And then this is a picture of Brennan doing some journaling on a layout that I made for Get It Scrapped. So the journaling up here is divided in between these pictures. So the top says, I made a layout for Brennan and had him do the journaling. And then it's divided, and it goes for all of these food photos. I decided to start eating healthier. These are some meals. So dinner, lunch, dinner. And then here's a couple pictures of Brennan playing a video game with his dad. Okay, I don't know why I just put that away. I'm probably going to pull it up to you again. So up here, I just have two funny photos after Max's bath. He always just goes crazy. So the title of these two cards is How Do You Dry a Crazy Dog? Make it a game. So Mark was just making it a fun little game for Max. And then I have a bunch of filler cards here. They don't really have, you know, much meaning besides just filling up the space. I have this photo of me. I actually did my makeup and my hair that day. I don't always do that because I'm a busy mom, and also I would rather scrapbook than make myself up. Is that weird? I don't know. My husband would say yes. And then here's a funny story. Again, Tinian was playing with, oh, here, I'll just read. I was about to fold it so it wouldn't do that. Video fail, right? Okay, so we're going to fold this up. Okay, so Tinian was playing Who Knows What, but he looked pretty hilarious. So if you can see, he's got a Captain America shield on his foot and then one on his arm, and he was walking around like that. I thought that was hilarious. And then this is just a simple little spread. I had misplaced my Kindle because I put it in a different spot when I was unpacking my room. I was cleaning up my scrap studio and found it. I took Tinny to speech and read while I waited for him. I had even done a Facebook post saying, I miss my Kindle, I want to read. And then I found it a few weeks later. Okay, so this is, I wanted to show you this too. So I have an organization policy, not really policy, but the way that I organize my photos is I put them all in. And I think I might show you this later on in the month, how I organize before I actually sit down and scrapbook. So you can see I have this clear sheet, this page protector, and then there are photos in here. So I go through my photos and I decide which ones I want to do as layouts and which ones I want to do as project life spreads. So I have these two photos, one of Brennan with a funky tie on. Doesn't that look funny? I don't know why he put a tie on with a random shirt. And then Jonas with his trombone, and this was his first concert, and this was on February 12th. I'm pretty sure, or not February 12th, February 23rd, I think is when it was. And these are all February photos, obviously, because we're working on the month of February. So I am going to scrapbook this photo here, and then this on this other side, I'm going to scrapbook those other two photos. And so I just put them in the spot that I want them to go. And when I'm, going through and trying to pick out which photos I want to scrapbook, I will look through this album first just to make sure that I have everything scrapbooked. I probably should actually pull these out one at a time and just scrapbook them. But that's how I kind of organize everything. I put them in where I want them to go, and then I start scrapbooking. Okay, so I have a disclaimer about this page, and I'm so annoyed with myself. I just realized this is the second time that I am, or the third, I think this is the second time that I'm recording this, because the first time the audio didn't record. So you can see that the date says January 23rd. And we are definitely in the month of February. So I'm kind of annoyed at myself that I put the wrong dates on here. So sometime I need to go back and redo this. I don't know when or if I will, but sometime I need to. So this is a picture of Jonas before his concert, just posing at the house. This is Brennan and me. We were the only ones that went to the concert, so we took a selfie when we got there. Jonas fell asleep in the car while we were waiting for Tinian at speech therapy, and I just thought it was hilarious. And on this day, February 22nd, I was listening to a webinar that Tracy Claiborne did with Debbie Hodge for Get It Scrapped. And on February 24th, it snowed again. And I went to the gym and sat in the total wrong place. Yeah. I sat in front of I don't remember what news channel it was, but I sat in front of a news channel. Of course, our president was on there. Not going to say anything about that, but I sat in the wrong place, so you know what I mean. Create your own adventure. Life is never dull in our house. We're always doing something. And so this one is just another filler card, a very boring filler card, but it worked. I did this page at the Scrap Gals retreat, which is really funny because I scrapbooked a picture of Tracy and I was at the scrapbook retreat, right? So February 20th, my husband's parents came and hung out with us for the night. Ghost stories with Papa before they left to go to their hotel room, because they always get hotels when they come and visit us. Papa was telling ghost stories and the kids loved it. Brennan and Tinian went swimming at Grandma and Papa's hotel. Tinian, so the story behind this one, Tinian was being a baby because it was winter, right? So, of course, when we got out of the pool area, it was freezing cold outside. It was probably like 40 degrees. So Tinian was like freezing cold, and he has long hair, and he was not happy. So Papa had to wrap him in his towel and carry him inside with his coat and everything. It was just kind of funny. January 19th, Tinian reading to Grandma and Brennan reading and Max hanging out. And then here are some more swimming photos. This is actually another one of my favorite layouts from this year as well. I really, really, really love this one. I think I did this one for Spiegel Mom Scraps as well. There's a lot of Spiegel Mom Scraps stuff on here, but it's just called 1, 2, 3, about Tinian loving to jump in. Boy versus Ball. I did this one for Get It Scrapped, and I do have a process video for that one. And it's just about Brennan and how on this day when they were at the pool, he was acting really afraid to go into the deep end, which he never has a problem going into the deep end. So, and it was just about how Papa rescued the ball when it went into the deep end. Okay, work selfies. This is actually where we are going to stop because we are at the 15-minute mark. And I will come back next week and show you March. This is March 1st. This is the start of March in my 2017 album. So I will be back next week. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you guys are enjoying this fun video a day series that I'm playing along with this month. And if you have any questions or suggestions or anything you'd really like to see this month, just please leave a comment and let me know. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you later. Bye!